Here's something most people never hear. The food on your plate may be one of the most powerful tools you have for protecting your brain after 60. Not a pill, not an expensive supplement, just everyday food. What you eat shapes your memory, your focus, even your mood, for better or worse. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Small changes can make a real difference at any age. Today, we'll walk through the foods that help your brain stay sharp, and the ones quietly working against it. Your brain is a hungry organ. Though it's only about 2% of your body weight, it uses around 20% of your energy. After 60, things shift. Blood flow to the brain can slow, inflammation creeps up, and your body handles fuel differently than it used to. That means the brain becomes more sensitive to what you feed it. The right foods calm inflammation and feed healthy blood vessels. The wrong ones do the opposite. So food isn't just fuel anymore, it's protection. Now, let's clear up a myth. There's no single magic food that saves your memory. Anyone selling you one miracle berry isn't telling the whole story. What truly matters is the pattern. What you eat most days, over months and years. Scientists studying older adults found that one way of eating stood out. It's often called the MIND diet, a blend of Mediterranean and brain-focused foods. People who followed it closely had sharper memories. So think habits, not heroes. Let's look at what's actually on that plate. Let's start with one of the simplest, berries. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, they're packed with natural compounds called flavonoids, the same pigments that give them their deep color. These compounds fight inflammation and may help brain cells talk to each other. In long studies, older adults who ate berries regularly showed slower memory decline. You don't need much, a small handful a few times a week. Fresh or frozen, both work. Toss them on cereal, on yogurt, or just eat them as they are. Next, fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel. These are rich in omega-3 fats, especially one called DHA. Here's why that matters. A large part of your brain is literally built from fat, and DHA is a key building block. It supports the structure of brain cells and helps keep them flexible and connected. People who eat fish regularly tend to have more brain volume in the areas tied to memory. Aim for about 2 servings a week. And if you don't eat fish, we'll talk about other sources in a moment. Now, the humble leafy green. Spinach, kale, collards, romaine. Easy to overlook, but quietly powerful. They're loaded with vitamin K, folate, and lutein, nutrients linked to slower mental aging. In one study, older adults who ate about 1 serving of greens a day had thinking skills of someone roughly 11 years younger. 11 years from a salad. You don't need a huge bowl. A handful of spinach in your eggs or a side of greens at dinner adds up. Simple, cheap, and one of the best returns for your brain. Let's talk nuts and seeds. Walnuts, almonds, flax, pumpkin seeds. Small, but mighty. They carry healthy fats, fiber, and vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps shield brain cells from damage over time. Walnuts in particular have been linked to better memory in older adults. A small handful a day is plenty, about what fits in your palm. They make an easy snack, far better than chips or cookies. Just keep an eye on portions, since they're rich in calories. A little goes a long way. Here's one that quietly ties the whole plate together. Extra virgin olive oil. It's a cornerstone of the Mediterranean way of eating, rich in healthy fats and powerful plant compounds called polyphenols. These help calm the inflammation that can wear on the aging brain. Studies link regular olive oil use with better thinking and a lower risk of memory problems. Use it as your main cooking oil, or drizzle it over vegetables and salads. Choose extra virgin when you can. It holds the most of those protective compounds. Now, your brain runs on steady fuel, and that's where whole grains and beans come in. Oats, brown rice, lentils, chickpeas, black beans. Unlike white bread or sugary snacks, these release their energy slowly, keeping your blood sugar steady. That steady supply matters because sharp spikes and crashes can leave your mind foggy and tired. Beans also feed the healthy bacteria in your gut, and as we'll see next, your gut and your brain are closely linked. Swap white bread for whole grain and add beans where you can.
Here's a connection that surprises many people. Your gut and your brain are in constant conversation. Trillions of bacteria live in your digestive system, and they help make chemicals that affect your mood and your thinking. When you feed them well with fiber and fermented foods, they reward you. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and plenty of vegetables help these good bacteria thrive. A healthy gut may mean less inflammation and a steadier mind. So caring for your brain sometimes starts lower down with what keeps your gut happy.
Now, one of the most overlooked of all, water. As we age, our sense of thirst fades, so it's easy to drink too little without noticing. And here's the catch. Even mild dehydration can cause confusion, poor focus, and that foggy, tired feeling. Sometimes what looks like a memory problem is simply a body that needs water. You don't need to overdo it. Sip throughout the day and lean on water-rich foods like fruit, soup, and vegetables. Keep a glass nearby as a gentle reminder. It's the easiest brain boost there is.
Just as important as what to add is what to ease off. Ultra-processed foods, packaged snacks, sugary drinks, fast food are linked to faster memory decline. They tend to spark inflammation and crowd out better choices. Too much added sugar and fried food work the same way, quietly stressing the brain over time. You don't have to give up everything you love. The goal isn't a perfect diet. It's fewer of these, less often. Treat them as occasional, not every day. Your brain notices the difference. Let's go a little deeper on sugar, because it matters more than most realize. When you eat a lot of refined sugar and white flour, your blood sugar spikes, then crashes. Over years, those swings can damage blood vessels, including the tiny ones feeding your brain. Some researchers even call memory decline a kind of stress on the brain's fuel system. The fix isn't dramatic. Pair carbs with protein or healthy fat, choose whole over refined, and keep sweets for special moments. Steady fuel means a steadier, clearer mind. By now, you might be thinking, that's a lot to change. So here's the truth. You don't change everything at once. That's how people give up. Instead, pick one small swap this week. Add berries to breakfast. Swap white bread for whole grain. Use olive oil instead of butter. Once it feels normal, add the next. Small steps, repeated, become the pattern that protects your brain. And these foods aren't punishment. They're some of the most delicious, colorful foods there are. This is about adding good things, not just taking away. Let's put it together into one easy day. Breakfast, oats with a handful of berries and a few walnuts. Lunch, a big salad with leafy greens, olive oil, and some salmon or beans. A snack of nuts or yogurt in the afternoon. Dinner, vegetables, a whole grain, and a little fish or lentils. And water throughout the day. Notice none of this is exotic or expensive. It's ordinary food, chosen with your brain in mind. Eat roughly like this most days, and you're giving your mind real, lasting protection. So remember this. Protecting your brain doesn't start in a pharmacy. It starts on your plate, 3 times a day. You don't need perfection. You need a pattern. More color, more whole foods, more water, and a little less of the processed stuff. Start with one change today and let it grow from there. Your brain is listening to every meal, so feed it well and it will serve you for years to come. And next time
we'll explore another powerful key to a sharper mind: how movement keeps your brain young after 60.